Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, founder of the Pete Kane Podcast Show. And we have a very cool topic today: generating leads, creating cash flow, and building thriving communities. And when you're look behind me, are you stuck on the busy bus? Because if you're stuck on the busy bus, we've got some cool things for you. As my friend Leonard Abbott said, it's cool to be cool. Something like that. But the purpose plane is where we want to take you. And I'm going to take you on a ride from the busy bus to the purpose plane. Let's get going because we're going to talk about generating leads, creating cash flow, and building thriving communities. When we talk about these, this is the pillar of your business. You can't generate leads, you're not going to get cash flow, and the thriving communities is the long-term growth. So we look to accomplish these three things. So let's get going. Okay. This is a parable of the bamboo tree. It challenges us to stay focused, remain steadfast in our belief of what we're doing in the essence of immediate results. We're so conditioned for the instant results. By delaying our gratification, there's benefits. The bamboo grows like 8 feet underground before it breaks ground. When it breaks ground, it will grow up to 2 feet a day. So 8 years to break ground. 8 years. And then once that foundation breaks, that's where that growth comes in. And that can be for you, for your business. You're working hard, you're not getting through, you're not breaking through, you're on that busy bus, you're distracted. There's a lot of things going on. We have between 12 and 60,000 thoughts going through our head daily. We're trying to rewire our brain to more positive, optimistic versus what has happened in the past, because we always replay the past. And when we replay the past, we can't see the future. And the future is bright when we replay the right thoughts, rewire the right thoughts. And that's what we're going to go into today. Now, first thing I want you to kind of grasp is this: people buy from people. People buy from people. It used to be that the companies were being promoted, but social media over the last 10, 15 years has really connected people to people. So when you look at businesses, if the business has a spokesperson, a person out front with the personality people can get to know, like, and trust, then people get connected. They trust people. They don't trust businesses. So when you look at an Elon Musk, unbelievable creator, he's got all kinds of companies going on. I mean, he's behind Tesla, but he's got all kinds of companies. But you know him. Now, he's under a lot of negative stuff, crazy. People love to tear people down when they start rising above. When they start, and that's can be true in your life. You want people to lift you up, not tear you down. So surround yourself with those kind of people that will challenge you, lift you up, inspire you. You are the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. So be selective in that. You look at Tim Cook, he's got probably a lot of things going on. Apple is primary, but you know of him. You knew of Steve Jobs before that. Brendan Burchard, lots of companies. You know of him. Joe Rogan, you know of him. Oprah Winfrey, you know of her. Lots of companies. So people buy from people. So when you're in a business, think of yourself as being the spokesperson that people can connect with. That's why we promote podcasting, because they're stories. People connect with people and they remember stories. So the podcast, the Pete Kane Podcast Show. The reason we say Pete Kane Podcast Show, it's about you. You are the magic and anything's possible. It takes a while to shift this because a lot of us, me included, like to not put the spotlight on us. But it's not really that as much as you're shining it out so people can see and can know, like, and trust you. So you have to be out there. Not that you have to show what you had for breakfast and all the personal things, but they got to get to know you. And on a podcast, there's stories. They get to know you. That's why we do a podcast show for our guests. So if you want to be a person that's out there, that's helping people get to know you, like you, and trust you, you're the kind of people we like to be around. Now, understanding this, we'll go through this in just a few minutes here, but the key person of influence, it's a crucial thing to understand. And when it shifted for me, it was amazing because Daniel Priestley is the gentleman behind this book. When I heard of him, it took me a little bit of time for the shift to happen. I took an assessment. I listened to some podcasts. I bought his book. I took an assessment. Did I say that? So I did all these things, and these were different platforms. And I kept listening to him. He made more sense. I started trusting him, buying more, buying his Score app, buying more books, really diving into who he was. And he has a formula called 7-11-4. 7-11-4. Now, what does that mean? 7 hours. People have to, in the digital world, because we've transformed into a digital world. It's a global economy. It's digital. People can see this halfway across the world. Used to be, we did business 5 to 10 miles radius of our business. Now, global. And when you're global, you're digital. When you're digital, it's a different process. I've got to consume 7 hours of you. Now, let me go to this next one because Robin Dunbar is the person that made this famous, because 7 hours is the time it takes for me to get to know you, like you, and start to trust you. Now, when that happens, 7 hours is a long time. So if you go back to this, say it takes me 2 hours to read that book. That's 2 of the 7. I have 5 left. Listen to some podcasts, some videos, buy another book, go to a workshop, attend a webinar, all these things, consuming him, understanding him. And when I do that, I'm on the path to know, like, and trust. But the 11 is buying signals. And when you look at what buying signals means, it's Google's zero moment of truth. All that means is interactions, buying signal. I'm interested. I take an assessment. I buy a book. I attend a workshop. I attend a webinar. I do things that shows that I'm interested. And when I'm making these buying signals, it's proven that 11 is what you need. So a person has to ask, has to show interest in you. And so when you do that, you're on the way. The 4 is 4 platforms. Now, what's a platform? A podcast, an assessment, a book, a magazine. These are different platforms. And when you do the 7 hours, 11 buying signals, and 4 platforms, you know, like, and trust. It's the digital transformation of this brain. And when this brain switches, it's like, I feel I know the guy. I know his kids. I mean, not personally, but I know because he talks about, though not in depth, because he He puts himself out there in a business standpoint. I think some of us think, well, if I put myself out there, I don't want everybody to know everything about my family. You can separate that. This is not like I've got to show everything I do personally. This is about getting information out there that people can know, like, and trust about your business. And when they do that, that transformation happens. So let's go back. Let's go back to this. Now, in this book, he talks about the 5 P's: pitch, profile, product, presentation, and partnerships. What does it mean? If you are not good at the pitch, you can't go to number 2, because the pitch for us, we generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities. Done. Now, if somebody doesn't give a buying signal to that and say, what do you mean by generate cash flow? I don't need to go any further, because you may be passionate about your business, and you should, but that doesn't mean everybody else is at the same stage as you. You've been doing it for a long time. You're passionate, but you can't expect the switch to just click on because you say, give them a 5-minute dissertation about your business. And a lot of us do that. We throw up on people, as I like to say. You don't need to throw up on people. Give them enough that they're curious. Like, how do you generate leads? We do podcasts. Oh, really? What do you mean by that? Well, we invite our key strategic partners on the podcast, and we create a digital asset. People buy from people. People remember stories. So when you say that, if that doesn't give some curiosity to the person, you don't need to be telling them about thriving communities, publishing a magazine, all these other things about your business until they ask. Ask permission. Tell me more. When you have that pitch down, and it shouldn't be long, it should be very tight, concise, and build curiosity. There's a framework that Daniel Priestley talks about. You can look him up. Profile. What does that mean? Your digital profile. A podcast is a profile. An online course is a profile. When I search a person, if I see a digital profile beyond, say, maybe a website, it gives me an opportunity to get to know them more. If I search you and I find nothing, and not much out there, then I figure, well, he must not be, or she must not be worthy of my business. So conversation has to be backed up with a profile, because it's too easy for people to pick up this mini computer and search you. It used to be a Google search. Now there's all kinds of different ways. Search you through AI, search you through YouTube, search you through LinkedIn, search you through Amazon, all kinds of different ways. But it still is, they're checking out your profile. Product. A product is a book, a digital course, a magazine. Those are products people can purchase. Because if you can't create assets, you don't have that cash flow. Got to create cash flow. You got to create cash flow. Assets do that. International properties, IP. You always want to think that, because your assets are your IP, intellectual property. Okay. Presentation. You have to have a good presentation. A presentation that moves people through a process, whatever it is. Get on a webinar, take a assessment, whatever it is, your presentation has to be well thought of. And that's what we work with our people on their presentation. And finally, the last P is partnerships. So important to collaborate and have partnerships. When you can get to that level, that's number 5, not number 1, number 5. You don't get partnerships before you have the pitch down, before you have your profile down, before you have your product. It goes in sequence. So that's the process in that. Now, let's go on to a book. What is a book? Like Daniel Priest say, it's authority. It gives people a way to consume your expertise, and it helps you to grow your community. So that's part of the process. The 12 P's, as we have workbooks, we have coaches, we have book magic. We have ways for you to write a book, not a war and peace, not a novel, but a book that builds curiosity. The Key Person of Influence is a book that builds curiosity. So, next thing, you leveraging AI. If you're not playing with AI right now and seeing how it'll work in your business, you're going to wake up one day and the world will have flown by you. So critical that you leverage that tool of AI. It's the speed of business. AI agents are ways for you to get the mundane things done. Innovation and automation is so important if you're going to leverage and systematize things. Jeff Bourgeois, my partner in the magazine, is, let me see. No, you just go to pkane.me/AI and you get a free course. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. This is so critical because our relationships, our network is our single biggest, most valuable asset. Let me say that again. Your network is your single biggest, most valuable asset. A relationship wheel, as we like to call it, is set up to where you're in the middle. Picture yourself. These are key people in your business, in your industry. People you know, you like and trust, people you do business with. There are 12 categories. And the reason you have these is when you put them together, you have 12 categories, and each one of them, this is the gold or the crawl category. These are the people you really use on a regular basis. Vendors, businesses that you know, like, and trust, that you can bring to a presentation. Because if you're bringing your mastermind team of 30 people, 20 in a magazine and 36 total, you are bringing more value to your ideal client, because your prospect has to see the value of you. What do you solve of them? What do they want that you have that you can help them with? And when you bring a team of people, you're more supportive, more valuable in their eyes versus an individual. There's no such thing as a solo entrepreneur. It's a team, and you're bringing your mastermind team to the prospect, your ideal prospect. Now, what we do here is we take the podcast, we turn it into your story, and we put 20 of them in a magazine. Now, you're on the cover. Picture yourself on the cover, and inside the cover is 20 out of your 36. So you're selecting the best of your team to be with you in the magazine. Now, each person, you're paying $1,000. Each person, we coach you through a 12-week transformation, because you're looking to work with these people, because generating leads and cash flow depends on your network, depends on how you're setting up your business. And if you're a key person of influence and you can hand this magazine and they see 20 of your closest trusted business associates that compliment you, then you keep sending leads back and forth because you're working together. That's the partnership part of it. But we take you through 12 weeks. The first is your vocal points, your goals. Second, clarity. Third, energy. Fourth, courage. Six is influence. Seven is psychology mastery, physiology mastery. Then it gets to productivity. Then it's persuasion, and then purpose. And then we teach you how to apply all these through the mindset of a high performance coach. So we coach you, we push you, we challenge you, we work together as a mastermind team, and we're with each other every week for 12 weeks. And that's how we help you generate those leads, create the cash flow, and build a thriving community. And when you do that, you're unstoppable. Now, this worksheet we make available. So you have 12 categories, and each category you have 3. Okay, take care. You have a second? Oh, no, I'm on a webinar right now. I'll call you. You want me to take this desk back today? No, I'll take it. No problem. I mean, I have 30 days. Okay, thanks. So the worksheet you can download, and we'll be able to help you with that. And that is where you start to build your team. Now, the magazine is a collaborative effort. This collaboration is part of the partnerships. When you are bringing together 20 people to your ideal prospect, you're stronger. Inside is our key strategic partners that are in there, plus our masterclass, our ecosystem. We have 10 steps to help you scale and grow your business in the magazine. We also have, and I'll get to it in just a second, I think, we help you build a thriving community within, because this is the global part. Communities now have to think globally. Businesses need to think globally, because Substack allows you, it's like a newsletter on steroids. You have a way of generating cash flow, capturing your email, engaging with your community, and you can be global, both local and global. So, all right, here's to give you a good idea of where Substack is. I had heard about it probably a year ago, but it didn't register until Jim Fuse was on my podcast. Well, I was on at my summit, and he started saying some things. It just clicked. And then I checked it out. Then I started looking. Oh my gosh. I was like, holy mackerel. He had been saying it, but I wasn't listening. And this time it clicked. So we're in the early stages. We're like the early adopter right here. We have our early minority, then our late majority, then our laggards. That's just the way the product adoption curve works. Okay, why do we do a podcast? Why is it so important? Because people remember stories, they remember you, and you are discovering the power of creating digital assets. If you're here in the US, you probably know about Costco or North America. Maybe they're pretty much, I think, in other countries too, but it's a value. Bigger portions, high value. If you're going to buy something, they have sample tables. So you sample it before you buy it. Podcasting is just the same. You got to experience, you got to try it out. That's why we provide this free, so people will see the power of it. Then when people are searching, your podcast comes up. They get to know your story. They get to know you. And that's why it's so important to start with a podcast. And if you want, here we go. Let me see. Be a guest on my podcast. Go to PeteKane.me and schedule a podcast. We want to know your story. I want to connect you with our community. We want to introduce you. We want to produce and promote your story. We don't commercialize. we promote your story. Your story is what people remember. Okay, let's see what we got here. And the magazine cover, this is a nucleus of what we do. We coach high performance coaching in our collaborative magazine. So if you want to get access to our magazine, if you want to be on the cover, go to petekane.me/magazine. $1,000 to be on the cover, and inside you can bring your team together. It's $300 a month for 3 months, 12 weeks, but we coach you through high performance coaching. We coach you through clarity. We coach you through energy, courage. When you have productivity and influence, those are the 5 high performance habits. Proven, the bestseller that Brendon Burchard has. I've been certified by the High Performance Institute. So I take you and your team through a 12-week transformation. When you finish, you have a magazine. You have a person on the cover, then you have 20 stories in it, and you have the ecosystem of growth that generates those leads, helps create cash flow, and builds a thriving community. So that is, and then when we talk about generate leads, create cash flow, and build thriving communities, Growth Day is another part of our community, because if you commit to personal development, which we all should, that's the missing piece for a lot of us. Because if you're growing and learning and getting better every day, and you do the 5 to Thrive, Brendon's talking to you every day, 2 related questions, a related video, and you score yourself. We call it the 5 to Thrive. It's a learning center when you look at all the things in here. This is our community. Now, we do podcasting. We do a virtual event. We do a global meetup. We do strategy sessions, workshops, live events. We do a webinar. We high performance coaching, which I just said, and we have a collaborative magazine along with teaching you how to leverage Substack with StreamYard, which is what I'm on right now. So personal development is like this. If you went a week without a shower, you'd be pretty stinky. Nobody would want to be around you. Or yet a month. But we go a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks without working on this. You work on personal development, you grow, you create a better person. And when you have a community, and I think it's the next slide. Now, this is our global meetup, which we meet on a weekly basis. We have a transformational webinar, which we help you to be a part of. The global meetup is right there. The 5 to Thrive is Growth Day. A library of learning and journaling. Journaling has given me clarity. You want clarity in your life? Start the habit of journaling. I've been doing it for 3 years. I probably have 15 journals now. Only time I did it before my stroke was when I was in a dark place. And I'd always hear, you got to have a gratification journal. Nothing wrong with that. But when you're in a dark place and in the storm, it's not, you can't, a silver bullet like journaling one day is not going to just magically pop you out of it. It's consistency. I've been doing consistent for 3 years. Consistent for 3 years. Now, I did stacking the habits because I wanted the outcome. And the outcome at the time was working out, getting this left side back, getting this left hand up, and get it higher than I've ever gotten it. Yes, man, I'm pumped. OT and PT at PT Solutions are the best. Okay, so journaling and scoring yourself, the 5 to Thrive. You can try Growth Day 7 days for free. And then if you email us at support@petekane.me, I'll send you my course, Mindset, Goals, and Habits. Okay, man, I'm pumped. Growth Day Learning Center. It's incredible the amount of talented teachers. You have a challenge by Mel Robbins. Brendan has clarity and confidence and just general challenge. Anthony Trucks has a challenge. And let me think, who's the so, oh, I know. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. There's 5 challenges in there. And then there's ways that you can get access to the mastery courses. Totally the best thing. I've been doing it for 11 months. Have not missed a daily fire in 11 months. A little fanatic, but that's just me. Okay. So for a lot of us, the commitment of say 300 a month for 3 months is more than we're willing to invest in ourselves. Well, you can do $50 and be in multiple magazines. Get your name, get your podcast out there, start the journey. The only way you start is investing in yourself. So you can scan this to be able to get a mention and be able to put your podcast, but to be a guest on the podcast, scan this and be a guest so we can share your story with our community and start your journey of being a key person of influence. We do the virtual summit the first and the third Friday of each month. We have 10 speakers, 15 talks. It's 5 minutes, 3 points. 5 minutes, 3 points. That's our way of creating digital assets for our community. We have a live event, which we do on the 4th Saturday from 10 to 11:30, where we're teaching people to speak from a platform. If you're going to be a key person of influence, you got to learn how to speak to groups, because if you don't, you're missing opportunity. And if we allow our fear, let's put fear over here, put it in a small box, put the faith and courage over here. This is the big muscle. That's what we do. We get our people together so they learn from each other. They speak 5 minutes, 3 points, 10 speakers, 15 talks. That is done. Let's see. There we go. Go to petekane.me/live. The virtual event, you can sign up once you've been a guest on the podcast. If you are a guest on the podcast, then I'll invite you to be on the virtual event. Okay. And then connect with us. Connect with us here at petekane.me/connect. So that way we can connect to the community. We have a podcast academy. Yes, we do. Let me see if I've got it up here. Oh, yeah. Just put PA in back of this. petekane.me/PA. We have a podcast academy where we teach you to podcast, publish, and build thriving communities through our podcast academy. Okay. I'm a certified high performance coach. The 12-week transformation starts with high performance vocal points. Clarity is the second week. Energy, courage, productivity, influence. Then week 7 is psychology mastery, physiology, productivity mastery, persuasion mastery, purpose mastery, and a commitment to a high performance. We take you through a 12-week transformation because we're going to help you build a community with our magazine, our collaborative magazine. Your stories matter, and your story is in the magazine, and you're being coached to work as a group. So what we offer is strategy sessions. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, do a strategy session. If you're interested in wanting to know more about the Key Strategic Partner Magazine, the 12-week transformation, go to petekane.me/magazine. Our KPI Club, that is our coaching club monthly. You can start for $1. And if you just put KPI Club on the end, you can see our information on the club. Once a month, 3 to 5 strategies that we're teaching you, coaching you on in a group setting. Okay, we are rounding it off. So again, our coaching is all about podcasting, publishing, and building thriving communities. This is our 12-week transformation. It's all about generating leads, creating cash flow, and building those thriving communities. KPI Club, just put KPI Club right there, and it's all about podcasting, publishing, and building those thriving communities. And we help you with this. This is you are the brand. And these are a lot of the free services, because you start with free because we want to manage your cash flow. Hold on to your cash, invest in yourself, but there's a lot of free options out there that you can start, because the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. The first step is we guide you through building this, and this is done, and you can download that. And we have our 10 steps, which is our 10-step ecosystem. If you go to pkane.me/masterclass, you can get it for free. That's our 10 steps. So that's my gift to you. So if this is of interest to you, you've raised your hand and say, man, I love what he's talking about. I love the fact I can promote myself. I can use podcasting. I can have a collaborative magazine. I can be coached through a framework of 12 weeks, the 5 key habits that are proven to move you and transform you. Go to scan this and then schedule a 15-minute chat with our team. That way, we just want to get some clarity on what you want. When we have clarity, it's so magical in our life. A lot of times we got these 12 to 60,000 thoughts playing in this mind. It's hard to get that clarity unless we are working on it, writing it down, clear about what you want. That's why high performance coaching is so transformational. And it works. And it can work for you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. If this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and book a 15-minute chat. If you want to pass this to somebody you think could use this, please do. We appreciate you. We appreciate you looking out for our community and helping to grow, because this is the most powerful year of our lives. So many things coming together. Digital revolution, entrepreneurial revolution, the crypto revolution, the AI revolution, the mobile phone revolution, and the personal development revolution. All these coming together this year. This is the year to make it happen. This is the year to activate you. You are the magic, and anything's possible. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun.